Hello everyone, let's have some fun today. I am going to go shopping in the Goodwill, and I am challenging myself to make a quick $50. Do you think I can do it? Let's go in and see what I can find to flip for a profit. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible too. I decided to start in the linen section. Sell for about $55 new, but only about $15 used. Next, I headed for the fresh carts, although they didn't have a lot on them. $5.99. Didn't see anything in here that I thought was worth picking up. Anything like this that is new and complete for a good price goes right in the cart. These are so much fun to bake with. $3. This was sitting in with the pots and pans. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Here's what my cart looks like so far. I think I'm doing pretty well. The shelves are looking a bit bare, so this might be a little bit more challenging to get more items in my cart. I want to have a closer look at that spongeware set of dishes. I like that it had a moose on it, so they went right in the cart. So I just found the moose plates that match those chicken ones that I couldn't get at the other location. It's the Folk Craft Moose Country by Tishen for $4.99. The shelves are so bare. This was so cute. Look at the ears on that. It's adorable for Easter, $4.99. I just wasn't sure if it was worth picking up. I liked this bowl. Might be a planner. It says Teleflora. I'm not sure why, but I never pick up items that say FTD or Teleflora on them. This was not here a minute ago. That is going in the cart. So I went around the store fast and furious. As you saw in the video, the shelves were bare, so that made it pretty easy to be like, oh, let me just look at this item or that item and kind of keep moving along. I did find my first item in a fresh cart that was in the middle of the I guess it's like a little hallway there. I put that in the cart right away, and I was well on my way of meeting my challenge. I was trying to make at least $100 in profit in the shortest amount of time possible, and so I did that. I have well over $100 worth of items in 45 minutes, so I think that's a win for this mini challenge. I just popped in and just thought, let me just try to see how much I can make in the shortest amount of time. So I went as quickly as possible, and I will show you what I got in the haul. That's the next part coming up, and then you'll see how much I can make on each item. My total spend with my discount, I give them my phone number and I get some sort of discount, and then I rounded up, was $30. So that's a number you want to keep in mind as I go through the haul. I am keeping up with my listing activities, and these little Homco bunnies are being put up on eBay, along with this little
St. Patty's Day Japanese pitcher. This watermelon slice napkin holder. And the little Peep egg cups. If they are vintage, I am cross-posting to Etsy, but I will also be putting them up on Poshmark and on knickknacks.net. They are already listed to Whatnot. Let's see if I actually met my goal of making over $100 in the shortest amount of time I could. Here is the haul, and I think I did really well on my challenge. I shopped really fast, and I got some really good items. This one at the last minute, couldn't believe I found that. Let's start with this item. So it is, looks like new. It doesn't look like it was ever used. It's a dance measuring set. The 4 measuring cups, 4 measuring spoons, and a 1.5 quart measuring pitcher with lid. You can put it in the dishwasher, which is great. So this is a modern item. I don't always pick up vintage. I am an everything seller. I did get 10% off, but then with taxes and rounding up, my total cost was like $30. Now, what's funny about this is I saw these being listed up with 3 spoons, and I'm like, 3 spoons? I'm looking at this. I'm like, I see 4 spoons in there. 3. There's the 4th one on that side. And then it says 4 measuring spoons. So the ones that got sold were selling for like $24, $25, and it was missing a spoon. So I'm expecting at the very least to get that much for this plus shipping. These are so cute. They have little gnomes all over them and snowflakes. It says Simply Baked 50 paper baking cups and snack cups. And my neighbor next door has been doing a lot of baking lately, and she's been using these. So you don't have to clean up your muffin tin as much, because when you put the batter in these, they're so tall that it doesn't spill out over. They're just easy to fill, and it makes it so much easier for cleanup. But she's been baking the most delicious cupcakes and sharing them with me and my husband and our other neighbors. So I thought, I am going to get these for her. I bake myself, and there's plenty in here. We can certainly share them, but I'm going to give these to her because she's been so generous with making these cupcakes, for us. It looks like they were sold at TJ Maxx at one point. I'm not sure where they're normally sold. She probably gets hers off at Amazon. I'm wondering how much she pays for them. So I'm going to show her that I got this new in box for $2.99. So this is not an item to flip, but just so adorable. You just never know what you're going to find in a thrift store. And in this case, I am giving this one away to my friend. I'm going to try to throw in a clip of the chicken ones, the chicken plates that I found at a different Goodwill, but wasn't able to pick up due to damage. Normally these be worth picking up, but if you look on the side, look at that big giant gash chip. Yeah. And they're kind of worn on the inside too, but unfortunately I don't think, just because we can't sell all of them, it doesn't make it work. But when I was comping out the chicken ones, I saw the moose ones and realized that they make different plates with different animals. Sometimes they're green like this, sometimes it's blue. So I paid $4.99 for these, and the brand, let me just flip this over. It says Folk Craft Moose Country by Tishen, made in China. But I do believe these are vintage, and there are lots of good comps on eBay for the dinner plates, and these are the salad plates. If you look up the solds on eBay, somebody sold one of these plates for $7.70. Another listing had the 4 salad dessert plates for like $20 and another one for $30. So I'm in that price range for this. There are canisters and mugs, entire set of dishes that match this. So I'm thinking in that, say $25 to $30 range for these plates. I was so surprised to see this. Of course, everybody would recognize this right away, that this is Pyrex. It's all together. You normally find just one piece, the lid or the bottom part. But these were together, and I loved this pattern on here. I did pay up for this $12.99. I can't wait to get this cleaned up and listed. The pattern is called Blue Horizon. And some people put these up for auction, starting them at like $36, but only got one bid, and that's what it sold for. Other people have it up as a buy it now, and they sold anywhere between $46 and $55 plus shipping on eBay. I am definitely going to list this up as a buy it now and not do an auction on it. I'm going to put it at the $55 and also have the, or best offer on it. Sometimes I run 20% off sales in my eBay store, and recently, in between running those type of sales, I just put a 5% off coupon, just a general, could be applied to anything, I think over like $10 or something like that, in my store. So I do that also. At the last minute, even though I was trying to be fast, I thought, let me go back down one of my favorite aisles again. And the shelves, as I showed you, were pretty bare. So this stood out. I'm like, that was not there. And it wasn't on that cart that I had looked at in the beginning of my video, where I found this item. So it must have been another new cart that came out. And this just got placed on the shelf. I was like, oh my goodness, beautiful pottery piece, $4.99. It's not marked or signed on the back. For a piece this size, I would expect to get somewhere in the $45 to $50 range for it. Look at the beautiful blue colors on it. I think that once these sell, I'm going to easily make over $100 on these 4 items. Of course, this one is being gifted. Of the items I got, do you have a favorite? I'm going to have to say that this one right now is my favorite, although I really like that too. Just put it down in the comments. I love reading your comments. This is everything in my haul. Sometimes I want to have a giant cart full, but lately I've been trying to be a little bit more picky. I'm trying to have better ASP, which is your average sale price. There's things like, sell-through rates that are important, average sale price. I have noticed that in my eBay, my 90-day total is way higher than it was a few years ago. I know during the pandemic, I had so many sales. I was constantly shipping, but my average sale price was much lower. So I'm trying to gradually make my sale prices a little bit higher, or looking for quality items. That's not to say I'm not going to sell items for, $7, $8. I have some of those as well. And I do a lot of that on Whatnot sales. Some of my items that are on Whatnot, I also cross-post to Poshmark, Etsy, knickknacks.net. I want to say knickknacks.net because if you just look up knickknacks, it pulls up a different website. You have to go to district if you want to see the different marketplaces, and knickknacks being one of them. That's just a FYI. So anyways, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, it's free to subscribe. And then you hit the little bell and you get notifications when I put out new videos. For many years, I put out videos every Tuesday and Thursday. I just recently switched it to Sunday and Thursday. But I also, when I do my whatnot sales, which are random, they're always pop-ups, I am starting to put those on YouTube as well. I'm streaming that to YouTube. So those will be at different times, different days, no particular, rhyme or reason to those, because I always do those as pop-ups. So please subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I took a ski vacation at the end of January, beginning of February, and on my second channel, Starts with Coffee Adventures, is the playlist for all of my skiing adventures. I always put a link to my second channel in the description of my videos.